Welcome to Social Psychology for the winter intersession. I'm Dr. Williams, and you'll be spending roughly the next 12 days with me in this short course. So what I've done here is I'm open to the Start Here menu, which you'll find if you click on this here, Start Here. You'll open up to the main page where I've basically parked a bunch of information and resources here for you. So before you get started on the actual coursework, which is going to be in the modules that you're going to see appear every 2 days, a new module will appear with work for you to do. Before you get to that, you're going to want to come here to the Start Here menu. And so this is the first place to go. And what I've done is I've created just a kind of like a checklist of what you'll find here and things that you want to do before you even dive in and get started on any material for the course. So first thing you'll want to do is print out the course syllabus, and you can find that right here. So this is your checklist, and everything you'll need for it is below. Okay, so your syllabus is here. Read that over very carefully. If you have any questions, you can email me, or you can send a message on the discussion board. That is the Ask Dr. Williams discussion board. So if I go to communications and I click there, you're going to just scroll on down, and here's the Ask Dr. W discussion forum, where you can post general questions about the class that other people might have too. And then you can find there's a student lounge if you want to talk to other students in the class. That's for you to use. That's there. There's also a messages tool where you can message me. I wouldn't recommend using this. I don't check it as often as I check my email. So you can really just email me directly, swilliams@westfield.ma.edu. That's the best way to get a hold of me. That's the communications tab. So let's go back to the Start Here menu, print out that syllabus, and then the next thing you're going to want to do is to purchase your textbooks, which all the information is here for your textbooks. It's actually just one textbook that you can rent online or purchase the digital version. That's the options I've given for the class. So it's the digital textbook, and it comes with an access card to Revel, which are the resources that come with the textbook, that accompany the textbook. So it's practice quizzes and practice tests and videos and different resources that go along with the book. So it is at the bookstore. You'll want to make sure that you get the right edition and that you get the e-text. When you go to the bookstore to get it, you will not see the book on the shelf because it's an ebook. You'll see a kind of placeholder, and you'll want to grab that and take it up to the registers, and they will get you the access code card that you're going to need. Once you have that, you're ready to go. You can activate your access code for your textbook, and then you can use this link right here for the Revel activation. So Revel will give you access again to those quizzes and different things to help you study for tests, but you'll need this link here which tells Revel whose class you're in, basically, so that you can have access to the materials that I've made available for the class. And so this is something that's outside of Plato, and it's merely for your help in studying for tests and that kind of thing. There's also videos embedded in the e-text that you'll be reading that you can access there. So there's all the information for that. There's also information for logging into Revel if you need help there that you'll want to get to. Okay, so once you've purchased your textbooks, you've logged into Revel, you kind of are ready to go, and you really don't want to delay on that because the class moves very fast. In the first 2 days of class, we cover 2 chapters and you have a test. So roughly that's how it'll work. every 2 days will cover 2 chapters. So each module covers 2 chapters with a test for each module, total of 6 tests. So if you fall behind or you lag in getting your book, this probably isn't the class for you. Winter session classes are only about 12 days total. So there isn't time to wait a week to get a textbook. You got to have those books ready to go as soon as the class starts. So hopefully you all got my email. I emailed out early the information about the textbook. I emailed it out a week early so that you would be able to get those textbooks. If you know that you're enrolled in the class, you can go to the bookstore at any time and see what textbooks I have there for the class. You don't have to wait for the class to start to get those textbooks. And so that's what I would recommend is I would not recommend getting them online unless you get immediate access to an e-text, because otherwise there's just going to be a long delay for you in getting your books, and you're not going to be able to start in on the class. So I've put all that information here. I've also put a PDF of chapters 1 and 2 only. That's as much as I'm going to give, so that you can get started right away. If you don't have your book the first day, at least you could get started reading, but you really need to have your book by the second day at least. Okay. So that is all of that. You can go ahead and you can check out my bio, which is here, just a little bit about me, so you kind of know who I am. It's hard having an online class sometimes. You don't get to know your professors as well. But I've just put a little bio of me there, my family, my kids. So hopefully that will help you. And I have a little video message to you too. So you can read that if you click right here. This will be highlighted. You can click here and see the video message from me. And that's pretty much it. Also in the Start Here menu, there's information on how to do a discussion board post, which you'll be doing for each module. You'll be doing a posting on the discussion board. And so please read through the instructions and even print out the rubric, which will tell you what I look for in your posts. Like how should they be, how long, what kind of information should those have in them. So you'll want to have that handy so you can refer to that. I also put some resources about citations. How do you cite your textbook as you're using it and as you're writing? I'll expect that you follow APA formatted citations. So if you're not familiar with that, you can check here, or if you need to refamiliarize yourself with that, please print out these instructions and have those handy. And then I just put some other resources here for you, some stuff about online learning, some APA resources, a video about grammar and writing, some multiple choice test taking tips, which is actually, these are really good, some note taking and reading tips, as well as some of the policies for WSU on conduct and honesty, disability services info, bookstore info, and some various downloads that you might need for the class. So again, this is like a one-stop shop kind of place to just dump a bunch of information for you guys that you might be needing throughout the class. So look over everything carefully and make sure you're familiar with all of that. And I would say, you know, in the first day, go ahead and let me know if you have any questions. But once you've done all of that, you can go ahead and click onto Module 1, and it's going to open into your material for the first 2 days. You're going to have a little podcast I do for each module, just reviewing what is in the module that you'll be doing. And I give you a to-do list. Some of this is repetitive from the Start Here menu, but much of it is new. It has what you'll be reading, what the discussion board is for the module, what the objectives are for the chapters, your readings. It has your lecture slides. And so I'll go over this in more detail in the Module 1 podcast that you will click here for, but this just gives you a quick overview. And that is it for the Start Here menu and the overall welcome to social psychology. I wish you all the best in our short time together. I'm looking forward to getting to know each and every one of you.